And next we are going to discuss the concept contraception. What do you mean by contraception? It is a method or technique to avoid unwanted pregnancies and each copulation or mating that may lead to pregnancies. It would be difficult for the health of the mother as well as the newborn baby also, and this will also result in population explosion. The contraception aims to control birth by using contraceptives. Aims to control birth by contraceptives, and the prevention of contraception of fertilization of ovum during sexual intercourse is called contraception. It is the prevention of conception or fertilization of ovum. It is the prevention of conception or fertilization is called contraception. Let us see what are the characteristics of an ideal contraceptive. An ideal contraceptive should be user-friendly. It should be easily available. It should be effective. And it should be reversible. It should not have no side effect or less side effect.
No side effects. So it can be asked that what are the characteristics of an ideal contraceptive? What are the qualities of an ideal contraceptives? So you can say that first one, it should be user friendly. Suppose if a person is using a contraceptive, it should not reduce the desire of the user, or it should not have any allergy or any other hazards. It should be user friendly, and it should be easily available at any time. It should be available, easily available. It should be effective. If it is using and no positive result is getting, that means the failure of these contraceptives that lead to pregnancy. So it should be effective. And next point that is very important, reversible. Once the couple wish to have children in future, then it should be possible. If it is not possible, that means the permanent method of contraception is done, means the couples may not have children in the future. Removal of gonads is not an ideal contraceptive method. Why? Because considering this point, the removal of gonads means either testis or ovary. If it is cutting and removal of gonads is not an ideal contraceptives, because it is irreversible. Once the gonad is removed, and later if the couples wish to have children, that is not possible. That's why it is called irreversible. Second, the gonads are also acting as endocrine glands. Therefore, it results in hormonal imbalance. If the gonads are removed, the gonads are acting as endocrine glands, which produces measure the sex hormones and other hormones also in trace quantity. And if it is removed, that causes some hormonal imbalance. It will affect even in the metabolism also. Usually a question can be asked from this part. The removal of gonads are not considered as an ideal contraceptive option. Why? And next, an ideal contraceptive should not have side effects. No or least side effects. So these are the characteristics of an ideal contraceptive. The methods of contraception can be classified into natural methods and artificial methods. Natural methods and artificial methods. First, let us discuss the natural methods of contraception. The natural methods of contraception. Natural methods are mainly three types. First one is periodic abstinence. Second, coitus interruptus. Coitus interruptus, otherwise it is known as withdrawal method. And the third one is lactational amenorrhea. Then the artificial methods, which include barrier method,
barrier method or physical method, which includes condoms, diaphragms, cervical caps, and intrauterine devices or IUDs is another type of artificial device. There are mainly three types of intrauterine devices are present: non-medicated IUDs, copper releasing IUDs, and hormone releasing IUDs. Three types of intrauterine devices, which include non-medicated IUDs, copper releasing IUDs, and hormone releasing IUDs. Another type is oral contraceptives. It is in the form of pills or tablets. Next type is injections and implants. Next type is
surgical method is a terminal method of pregnancy.
Under surgical methods, there are mainly two types: vasectomy and tubectomy. This is a brief summary of the contraceptive methods. Contraceptive methods can be classified into natural methods and artificial methods. Within the natural methods, there are mainly three types: periodic abstinence, coitus interruptus, and lactational amenorrhea. Whereas in the artificial methods of contraception, the physical methods include condoms, diaphragms, and cervical caps and walls, and intrauterine devices or IUDs, non-medicated IUDs, copper releasing IUDs, and hormone releasing IUDs. Another type is the oral contraceptives.
which are taken in the form of pills or tablets. Next is the injections and implants. These are actually some of the hormonal preparations which could be given in the form of injections or implants. Implantation is done under the skin. And last is the surgical methods, which is a terminal method of contraception, which includes vasectomy and tubectomy. Now let us discuss a little more in details about these methods of contraception. First, let us consider the natural methods of contraception. The natural method of contraception avoid the chances of meeting of male and female gametes. The principle of natural method of contraception is to avoid the chances of meeting of the gametes, that is the sperm and ovum. Let us consider the first one, the periodic abstinence. In this method, the periodic abstinence, the couples have to avoid 10th to 17th day of the menstrual cycle to avoid or abstain mating on those days, that is from 10th to 17th day of the menstrual cycle, in order to avoid fertilization or pregnancy. 10th to 17th day of the menstrual cycle is considered the fertile period where the chances of fertilization is high. As we know that the ovulation is taking place on the 14th day, the sperms can remain in the female reproductive tract for 2 to 4 days, remain in live condition or remain in viable condition for 2 to 4 days, but some of them are reported to remain in live condition or viable condition more than 8 days also. That is very rare only. And if copulation or mating is taking place on the 10th day, it can remain for 2 to 4 days. Thus, when the ovum is released, at that time it can fuse and fertilization may occur. Therefore, one should avoid mating on those days, that is from 10th to 17th day of the menstrual cycle, in order to avoid pregnancy. And next is the coitus interruptus or the withdrawal method. In this method, the male partner could withdraw the penis from the vagina of the female before ejaculation during the insemination. Lactation amenorrhea is another method of natural contraception method where during the intense lactation period, ovulation or menstrual cycle do not occur. During the intense lactation period followed by parturition, it usually lasts for 6 months, that is immediately after the parturition. It is effective for approximately 6 months, and the chance of failure is very high.